Hiya. So, now you understand some of the sacrifices we make to respect the rhythm and the stressed syllable. In the first of these videos, we saw how we run words together, linking go away and stay away, etc. In the second, we saw how we run sounds together, assimilation, do you like it, etc. Now, let's look at something that you probably all know about already, but maybe haven't thought about too much. I think you know these examples already. When we speak quickly, do not becomes don't. I am becomes I'm. He is becomes he's. And we are becomes we're. We call these contractions. I won't talk about them much because you know most of them. As I'm sure you know, we usually use them when speaking, not so much when writing, especially in formal written English. Contractions are basically spelling conventions trying to represent a very common phenomenon in spoken English. When a vowel or consonant disappears, when we speak quickly, we sometimes replace it with an apostrophe and call it a contraction. But as you know, we have to make lots of sacrifices to respect the rhythm of English. And most of them are not visible in our spelling system. Apart from some you can see in informal written English like comics or text messaging or emails between friends. Here are some of the more common examples. I'm going to becomes I'm gonna. I want to becomes I wanna. I don't know becomes I dunno or dunno. Don't you becomes don't ya. And there are lots of other examples of less formal contractions. Some contractions are considered incorrect, but you'll hear them anyway, in songs, but also in very informal slang or dialect speech. Number one is probably the most common. And this is much easier than conjugating the verbs be and have. Almost any forms can be replaced by ain't. The second example is particularly common in very informal British English. The tag question, isn't it, is often replaced with innit. The third example is my favourite. Tag questions are very difficult for people learning English, especially because most languages have an invariable tag question, like in French, n'est-ce pas, in German, nichts wahr, or in Chinese, shi, etc. So, speakers of what we often call urban black English, mainly descendants of Jamaican, Indian and Pakistani immigrants, started using innit as an invariable tag. In example 3, we would expect I didn't go, did I? But we could hear I didn't go, innit? This is another example of how English is constantly changing as speakers of different languages use it and invent new ways of using it, which is why English has become the most widely spoken language in the world. It just keeps changing as it comes into contact with other languages. Keep your ears open and you'll hear lots of examples of this sort of thing.